Grounding the self through rooted wisdom. We start these themed oracle tarot energy readings with herbs because it reflects the first medicine, Earth's offering, and teaches viewers how to begin with their body, their soil, and their soul as their foundation. It opens a space of healing, vibration, of ancestral remembering, and reverence. And our quote for this reading is, "To heal anything else, you must first root and remember." Welcome, beloved soul. My name is Beaumont Evergreen Sovereign, and we gather now in sacred time under the blessing and wise counsel of Earth's quiet wisdom. This is your herbal and root work reading, where we listen not only with ears, but with the skin, the breath, and the roots of our spirit. Herbs are the original medicine, the sacred offerings of Earth. They carry codes, messages, and frequencies passed down by soil, water, moonlight, and the sun. These are the silent healers, born from the trinity of water, moon, and sun, dawn gently upward by light and anchored in the nourishing dark. Each card we draw today is not just a message, but a reflection of our own energy, of where you are in the season of your life, of what's calling you to be honored and what's ready to be rooted, released, or reawakened. So I ask you now, take a breath, unclench your jaw, rest your shoulders, place your hand on your heart or belly, and arrive. The power of the herb lies not in the bloom, but in its root, in the stillness it held, in the darkness it endured. That's where your message will speak from today. What frequency is showing up for you? Is it the green or healing, the balance, the orange, the rising sun of creativity, its return, or the deep brown of grounding and knowing ancient memory? This reading will be anchored in being done in 10 minutes. The first 2 readings every day, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday, are always going to be 10-minute readings. So we're at 2:42 on the clock, and there are 2 questions we are going to ask our source and spirit guides and ancestors today. So our first question is, what emotion is currently rooted deepest within me? What emotion is currently rooted deepest within us today that you have answers for? All right, so what emotion is currently rooted deepest within us? What emotion is currently rooted deepest within us? Thank you so much for your answer. What emotion is currently rooted deepest within us? Thank you so much. What emotion or emotions are currently rooted deepest within us? What emotions are currently rooted deepest within us? Thank you so much. All right. So on the left side of the table, all right, our feminine energy with also our dimmer candle lit. We're going to take the cards as they are from bottom to top. So the first card we have out in the upright is the 2 of water, the mallow. Then we have the 10 of earth, horsetail. And we have the justice card, cannabis. And we also have upright, the white of sage. So our question here for you to ask yourself is, what emotion is currently rooted deepest within you? Are you feeling like the mallow, the 2 of water, that there's a pairing? And in this card, there are 2 beautiful hummingbirds over a well, and then they're also enjoying the nectar of the plants around them. Then we have the 10 of earth, the horsetail, and this is an image of a basket of someone who has been harvesting. So are you in a season of harvest? Are you in a season of partnership? Next, you have the justice with the cannabis card. So what areas of your life are there justice needed? And it has below it the Declaration of Independence. And then next we have the white sage, the 5 of air. And here you can see it's someone's doorstep, and there's some yarn, and there's a woven basket where someone from their own pot is cultivating their white sage, making sage bundles. All right, so we have a second question before we get into our interpretation. And the next question we want to ask this deck of cards is, what am I being invited to harvest from a recent experience? What am I being invited to harvest from a recent experience? So, source and guides, what are we being invited to harvest from a recent experience in our life? What are we being invited to harvest from a recent experience in our life? Thank you so much for the answers that you have given. What are we being invited to harvest from a recent season in our life? So clearly, from a season that we have been in, we are not meant to harvest anything. We're not taking anything of whatever season that you identify that you have just come from. We're not taking any part of that moving forward. And that's a good thing, because clearly where the energy is saying the collective has come from is not a place to return. So let's get some clarifiers here from the Herb Crafter's Tarot. What else can we note for either our mallow, our horsetail, our cannabis, or how we can work with white sage in our life? Are there any clarifying cards for the emotions that we are currently rooted the deepest in? Thank you. Are there any clarifying cards? Wow. And if you see how those fell out, clearly Spirit is here and is speaking that there are some clarifiers. Wow, wow, wow. This is where we're supposed to be. So right up under and on top of our mallow, we have 2 cards, and they came out in the reverse, both of them. And then here we have another 2 cards. And here, our justice, there are another 2 cards. Now, this came out sideways, pointing forward. And so do we have this one. All right, so let's see what our message is now. So as it pertains to the 2 of water working with mallow, we have up under it the moon. So Datura is the herb. Beautiful. So clearly you are not meant to be up in your emotions with whatever this partnership is. You are meant to be logical and working not in the sense of your emotional moon state. Next, we have here clarifying in the reverse the Adelita of fire, cayenne. So don't be spicy right now with whatever this partnership is. Don't be emotional. Don't be spicy. You need to keep on the straight and narrow. And 7:57 was just on the clock. So if you want to look up that guiding number, some people call it an angel number to see how that clarifies this, you can. Up under our 10 of earth, so harvesting, we have the tower card, which is the mushroom. And clearly with this harvest, it's coming after a tower moment. That's the emotion to clarify. So it's okay if you've just come out of a tower moment, because you've got your 10 of earth, you have your horsetail, your harvest. And then also with that in the upright, you have the emperor card, the hemlock. So someone is clearly in what we would call your divine masculine energy, very organized, very structured, looking at their harvest. So much alignment here. Now, as it pertains to those of you who might be seeking justice, might be a court case, might have felt that you were done wrong, what we have moving forward is the cattail, the 6 of air. Communication is coming in. Someone is going to send you a message. There is feathered pens here, a myriad of them, and there are also papers. So you're going to get communication of your justice. And then here with the licorice, the 8 of air, more communication, because this is a gateway. You're going to be moving forward. So again, welcome to this space. I am not an astrologer or a tarot reader. We go purely based off of the energy of the images in the card, and they are telling a story here. I want to thank you so much. It's 9:29 on the clock. This is our first 10-minute reading.